back to Lonnie's World, and today we're doing another extreme chemistry lab project. First thing that you're going to need is litmus powder, a test tube, water, a pipette, and a spoon. First thing that you're going to do is grab your litmus powder and cut a little slit right here so you can pour it in your spoon halfway, but you don't want to use too much because we only have a little bit of this. So just add a little more. And that should be good. Then I'm going to pour this on here so I won't spill it. Take a test tube and slowly pour it in there. Okay. Now going to grab some water, fill it halfway, and then put the lid on, shake it up. Okay, so you're going to take some water and fill it up inside your pipette, then pour it inside of your test tube. Want to fill this halfway. Just a little more, not too much. Okay, that should be enough. Put your lid on and then shake it. Just shake it up. Maybe just shake it up for a little longer. Not too long though. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to put this aside for one day and we'll be back to this experiment tomorrow. Alright, so it's been a couple of days and this is what the solution looks like. So now I'm going to fill this test tube with some water, about maybe right here. So I'm going to take my funnel and slowly pour this with some water. That's good. Now I'm going to open this without spilling anything. Alright. Put this back down and fill this with 7 drops of the solution. Alright. Going to close that back up. And close this one. Shake. Now I'm going to shake this one up. Now I'm going to add the solution into here. Shake it up. That looks good. Going that. So before I add my vinegar, I'm going to wash out my pipette. So I'm going to take some water and I'm going to squeeze it out and put it into that cup. Time. Alright. So now I'm going to soak up some vinegar and add 1 drop. And the solution should be turning red. See? It's half purple and half red. It's slowly starting to become more red after a little bit. So I'm going to swirl it around a bit. And there we go. For this next one, I'm going to do the same thing again, but with some orange juice. So I'm going to open this. Some. Here. Now, I'm going to rinse this out. And take some orange juice. Now I just need to add 1 drop. And it's kind of in a mix of in between. So this also shows the level of acidity, but with some orange juice. For my last experiment, I'm going to add some baking soda into my previous experiment, and it should turn blue. Once it does, I'm going to add some vinegar and it should turn back to red. So let's do this. I'm going to open up my baking soda. Add a lot. I'm going to use the back of the spoon again, how I did in the other experiment. Only need a little. Going to take test tube, pour that in there, go to shake it. It looks like it's actually turning purple instead of blue. Interesting. So now that I've changed colors, I'm going to add a few drops of vinegar. And it should turn back to red. Swirl it around. And now it turned back to red and it's bubbling. Alright. For experiment number 2, we're going to be making our own worms. The things that you're going to need is sodium alginate, water, calcium chloride, a pipette, a cup, a spoon, and your glitter paint pot that came with the set. First, you're going to mix your sodium alginate with a half a cup of water. It's going to be a half of your sodium alginate because don't want to use too much of it. So I'm going to pour it in here. pour it on your paper. Take this one and do the same. And then pour it on your paper. Put that down. Grab your paper and then slowly pour it inside your cup of warm water. Then you're going to open up your paint pot. Then you're going to take your knife. It's a plastic knife. Grab a little bit of this, close your paint pot, and then you're going to stir it all together until it's completely dissolved. We don't want any chunks, so this might take a minute. There's nothing I can do about the chunks. Nothing I can do about the chunks. Oh, right. So, next thing that I'm going to do is take the calcium chloride and pour it in here. Going to pour it on our paper and slowly pour it inside of our cup filled with water. Now I'm going to stir it until all of the beads dissolve. And they dissolved very fast. It's on to the next part. We're going to make some worms. I'm going to suck a little bit out of this cup and try to make some worm shaped things in this cup. I have 2 worms so far. Mostly the other ones are just dots. There's something. I can honestly say that there's something. Come on. Mostly dots. A couple of worms, maybe? I don't know. Let's stir these up and try to pick a couple of them up. Oh boy, this is worm fetching. It's not easy. Well, I got a blob. Come on. This is like the claw machine, but in water, and I'm using a spoon. I almost had it. No. A little baby blue worm. Oh boy. That's connected to itself. See? Little blue worm. Although there's other worms that actually somewhat look like worms in there, but this is what we got. Oh, here we go. Another one that actually looks somewhat like a jelly worm. Yeah. See that little fella? It's back in the cup with the rest of its family of dots. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when I make one of my newest videos. Bye!